Hey guys, how y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing all right. This is Friday, and I just kind of wanted to come on here and to give you guys kind of what God has given me as I was in here studying and reviewing this particular passage, because I woke up in that scripture where it talks about God, I believe, but help me in my disbelief, help me in my unbelief. And I don't know about you, but there's some people, and even myself, that sometimes I don't, I'm struggling with really truly believing a thing to happen, or believing something to come full fruition, or to come back around, or to happen. I know I'm not the only one, so I ain't got to go there. And so God brought me to that scripture where Jesus was about to heal the possessed boy with the impure spirit. And so I just kind of want to go in here. If you got time, you can be on here. If you don't, it's all good too. You can come back and look at it on YouTube. But it's from Mark chapter 9, and I kind of will go into it. It says, when they came to the other disciples, they saw a large crowd around them and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed, and they were wondering, and so they ran to greet him. And then it says 16, going down to verse 16, it says, what are you arguing with them about? Jesus said, it says, a man in the crowd answered, Teacher, I brought you my son who is possessed with a spirit that has robbed him of his speech. Whatever and whenever it seizes him, it throws him on the ground. He foams at the mouth, gnashings of his teeth becomes rigid. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they cannot. I asked your people of God to pray for the man, but they cannot. I asked for your people of God, people that believe you, to do these very things, but they cannot. Going on, it says, this is Jesus now. This is Jesus talking. He said, because I think y'all be thinking Jesus was some little, like, Jesus wasn't no punk. I'm still getting that on a shirt. It says, verse 19, it says, you unbelieving generation. Jesus replied, how long shall I stay with you? How long I gotta continue to show you the same things over and over? How long I gotta keep on doing a miracle, making a mess, turning a mess into a miracle? How long I gotta keep showing y'all this stuff? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy to me. This is what Jesus said. This is what he said. Come on, how long I gotta keep putting up with you? Bring the boy to me. So they brought the boy to him, and it said, when the spirit saw Jesus, it says it immediately threw the boy into convulsion. So the boy started seizing and going crazy. It said he fell to the ground and rolled around, foaming at the mouth. I know y'all seen some of that happen at some of these churches. Let's see. It says Jesus asked the boy's father, how long has he been like this? From childhood, he answered. And it said it has often thrown him into the fire of the water to try to kill him. But if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us. And Jesus said, what about if you can? Jesus said, if you can, said Jesus, everything is possible for who believes. Everything is possible for one who believes. This is what Jesus is saying. It's possible if you just believe. Ooh. Immediately the boy's father exclaimed, I do believe, but help me overcome my unbelief. And this is what I was talking about earlier. It's okay to sometimes not truly believe and have 100% faith in that thing. But God, you need to ask God to help me in that unbelief. And going on to 25, it says, when Jesus saw the crowd was running from the scene, he rebuked the impure spirit. You deaf and mute spirit, he said, I command you, come out of him and never enter again. The spirit shrieked, shivered, convulsed him violently, and came out. The boy looked so much like a corpse that many said, he's dead. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him to his feet, and he stood up. After Jesus had gone indoors, the disciples asked him privately, why couldn't we drive it out, Jesus? He replied, this kind can only come out by prayer. And if you look in the King James version, it says, this kind can only come out by prayer and fasting. And I truly believe that. But these are Jesus's people, the disciples that have been following him, that's been walking with him, that's been seeing these miracles, and they still didn't believe. So Jesus said, Some of these things only come by prayer and fasting. But a little bit before that, Jesus was like, man, how long I gotta be with y'all? How long I gotta keep on walking and talking with y'all, showing y'all all these miracles, doing all these things, and y'all jokers still don't believe? When y'all gonna really believe me? And look, I'm talking to myself, because there's sometimes I'm like, God, well, you know, I believe you, but sometimes I'm just like, well, Jesus, are you really gonna do it? Are you really gonna come through like how you shown me over the years that you gonna come through? You know, you might not come when you want, but you come on time. You know, it's one thing to say it, but do you really believe it? So I'm just petitioning and asking and wanting you guys to truly believe that thing. Really. And if you have to ask God, well, you know what? I believe you, but please help me in my disbelief. I'm human. I'm in the flesh. So there will be times when you don't really truly believe that something can come to pass, or something you can overcome something. I mean, it could be whatever. It could be something getting rid of an impure spirit. It could be overcoming pornography. It could be overcoming addictions or whatever. You got to say, God, I believe you, but help me in my unbelief. And especially for the people that's been walking with God for a long time, these Christian people that's up in the church, ripping and running and hollering and screaming and all that stuff. Jesus ain't have to do none of that. He said, this is what Scripture said. It says, when Jesus saw the crowd and was running to the scene, he rebuked the impure spirit. You deaf and mute spirit, he said. He didn't say he yelled and he screamed, he spit and all. I command you to come out of him and never enter him again. Jesus, and he said that spirit convulsed and came right out of him. The boy looked like he was dead, but he was not dead. Jesus went up to him, picked his hand up, and the boy got up and started walking like nothing was ever wrong. And so, you ain't got to be over here ripping and running and screaming and hollering, and you leaving the same way that you came in. It's a show. Stop playing around with God. Jesus ain't have to do all that. And so for the disciples, these jokers over here, they couldn't do it because they didn't believe. And so how many of us are going to continuously not really believe what God says that he could do? And so this is a provoking message to provoke you to really believe, or even to ask God to help me in my disbelief. Be honest with yourself. This is how we grow, when we're truly honest with ourselves. So I love y'all. This message is out of love, and it's to provoke you to want a deeper relationship with God. And I'm speaking to myself. This is a message for me. I don't know if it's for you, but I know for sure it's for me. So I hope that I hope that it was a blessing to you. And I am standing in agreement, believing that God is going to help us in our disbelief. But we do believe. But help us if we ever have a little bit of disbelief, God, because we're human. But I love you guys so much. Be on the lookout for more inspirational, motivational videos to come. Have a great day.